Hello everyone, Justin the Ninja here, back with more of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So this episode I plan to start and hopefully finish the Fire Temple. So yeah. Okay. So after that little conversation with Daruni is over, immediately head to your left, jump these platforms. There's a Goron prison cell right here. Stand on the switch. That will free the Goron. We're mainly only here for this key right here. You can talk to the Goron if you want to. He will offer some useful tips. Well, useful if you're a first-time player, that is. But if you know what you're doing like me, then don't worry about it. Be careful, because some fire keys will be after you. That's what the bats are called. Keese. Keese. Okay. You can actually go in that room up there, which you go up there by playing the Song of Time. It'll move the block down. But this room is all we have to go in on this side. And then afterwards, there'll be one more key on the other side of the room with the bridge. Now, an interesting fact about this music right here that's playing right now in the Fire Temple. If you had an early N64 release on the original Nintendo 64, you can also get the ROM through emulation. The original Fire Temple music in those versions used to have a Islamic chant, which, even though people swear up and down that they removed it out of controversy, actually Nintendo removed it before even the original version hit store shelves. But somehow the original versions got released anyway. Basically, we are playing... The GameCube version is based on the last version that ever got released on N64. And that last version was the first censored version. Which, if I had a choice, I'd be playing the uncensored version. But since the N64 I used to play doesn't work anymore, I really don't have a choice. You work with what you got. Also, I got some bad news, guys. Even though I did say to you, Mercury, and my viewers a couple times, I'm pretty sure, I did say I was going to do some Let's Plays of PS2 games. I have some bad news. My PS2 doesn't work. What does, it powers on, it will read the game discs just fine, the games will load it, the way they're supposed to, no problem. But then 10 to 20 to 30 minutes in, the system just completely shuts off, and then won't keep playing at all. Why and how it started happening, that's beyond me. But yeah, another new problem for the PlayStation. So yeah, after Ocarina of Time, the likely games you're going to see me play are either screen recorded through emulators on PC, or I will be playing mostly GameCube games. Which, before you ask, wait, Ocarina of Time has a GameCube release? Well, yes and no. Yes, because a special disc came out for the GameCube called the Collector's Edition, which had the first two Zeldas, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But, unfortunately, it's nothing more than an emulation. So basically, the GameCube somewhere in its system internally has an emulator that runs games like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. So yeah, I am using the Zelda Collector's Edition disc to play this. Which again, it includes the first two Zeldas, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And you can actually individually save each and every one. And before you ask, yes, it's all in one disc, surprisingly. Despite how big Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are, and maybe in the first two Zeldas, I'm shocked they were able to fit all four games on one disc. Whereas games such as Resident Evil for GameCube, they had to put it on two discs. Anyways, so basically we're going around this maze with these boulders because there are two rooms we are interested in going through. Because there are keys in both of them which we will need to progress. Okay, let's open this chest. Get the key. Alright, now we're good to go. Nice try, Boulder. For a split second, I went Indiana Jones style. That was cool. Yeah, and this is one of the many dungeons that will teach you to learn to easily walk across narrow ledges, because there's going to be one annoying room later in this dungeon which you'll be required to get through if you want the dungeon item. We'll see about what that room entails later, but for now, we're not there yet. Are we close? Maybe. I think we possibly are. Yeah, we're making some good progress despite only being 8 minutes in. It was a similar situation to the Forest Temple. Navi, shut up. If you're wondering why you keep seeing my hand on screen, you can ask me in the... I'd rather not say it out loud because otherwise I don't know. Still, if you guys are wondering why you sometimes keep seeing my hand briefly in front of the screen, you can ask me in the comments if you want to, and I can say it in the form of a reply, in the form of a typed out reply. I'd rather not say it out loud because I don't know. But that's besides the point. Let's just enjoy the game, okay? I'm both joking and serious. But yeah, Link looking cool and stylish with his red... what do you call it? The... threads. His cool new red threads. Whatever that modern slang term is. That was close. Because believe it or not, even if you're on a high ledge, when jumping across, even if you're not completely in front of the boulder, that boulder can still hit you. Be careful. Oh, crap. I didn't even hit that switch, did I? That was close. Okay. Yeah, there's a switch over there I did not hit. Silly me. My bad. That's okay. We haven't been recording for a long time yet, so we're okay. We are A-okay. Jump across. Alright, now this is open. There we go. Alright, we have all the keys we need in this room. Now we can head back out. And by the way, those enemies with the flaming back, they are called torch slugs. Which actually, since you don't fight them as young Link, something that I thought was kind of interesting is apparently you cannot kill them as young Link with the Kokiri sword. Apparently the Kokiri sword is not powerful enough to kill a torch slug. Yeah. Because I think you encounter them in Dodongo's Cavern in Master Quest, which I have beaten a couple times, but I haven't beaten it enough to know it from the back of my hand. Nice try, Bat. I know it's called a Keese, so hardcore Zelda fans that know the names of enemies, don't yell at me. I know the official names of most of these enemies. Sometimes I just call them by what they seem to be. Okay? Okay. So this is basically a maze of flames, which don't pop up till you get close. You'll see this a couple times in Majora's Mask. Okay. Put a bomb right there. Hold up, guys. Sorry that the camera shook for a second. I had a notification from someone by the name of Infinite Logic. Mercury, I think that I subscribed to him through you or something. I think he went by originally SSG Logic, but changed his name to Infinite Logic. Come here. Yeah, this is a new enemy called the Flare Dancer, because originally it'll come out of the flame with flames as limbs. You pull the main body out, attack it, and it will jump back into the center flame. And he's dead. We're good to go. But yeah, Mercury, I'm pretty sure that the notification I got from was a friend of yours. Which, if you know him, SSG Logic, which I think he now goes by Infinite Logic, I'm pretty sure you know him. I am subscribed to him, so if that's a friend of yours, I'm showing support, okay? Come on. My controller's acting up. There we go. You have to be quite precise with those little bits there. Okay. Now this is the annoying room I was talking about, where you have to go up a narrow ledge trying to get the dungeon item. because there's flames at the top surrounding the chest containing the dungeon item. The annoying thing about it, it's on a timer. So basically, you have to learn to be fast and careful. Stupid controller. Guys, I'm not making excuses, but my controller really is acting up. Like, I'm not even touching it, sit there and aims up, for example. But at the same time, my aim is kind of trash without any help from the controller, so... Ha! Gotcha! Hold on, let me try turning my controller off and back on. See if that fixes it. Controller, you better not fuck me up. Yes! We made it. Megaton Hammer. That's our dungeon item. Since, from my understanding, we don't need the Ocarina for the rest of this dungeon, let's go ahead and equip it to C left. Well, in my case, it's the Y button on the GameCube controller, but if you're playing on an original N64, it will be C left. Also, the button colors on the HUD will also be a little bit different if you're playing this on an original N64. On an original N64, the B button icon will be green and the A button icon will be blue. But since they changed it around a little bit to better match a GameCube controller, they made the A button icon green and the B button icon blue. I'm sorry, red. Anyways, there's more bats in here. The only reason I'm saying don't get mad at me if I don't call the enemies by their official name is that apparently, guys, even though this was somewhat years ago, apparently at one point, the YouTuber PewDiePie, apparently during his Let's Play The Walking Dead, apparently he lost a ton of subscribers just because he mispronounced a character's name. He lost over half of his subscribers just because he mispronounced a name. I mean, come on, seriously? Over mispronouncing a name? Society does what it does to piss you off. Alright. Hit the switch right here, which you actually cannot stand on with the pressure of your feet. You have to actually whack it with the hammer. And actually, I was wrong. We do need the Ocarina one more time. Also, this is actually the room that you fall down into if you fall off the ledge in the room where you obtain the Megaton Hammer. This is the room you'll happen to fall down into. Which, after I get this key right here, if I look right up, if you look closely, there's the ledge, way up there. Some people call it a narrow staircase, but I just say a ledge, because that's what, it's a ledge, okay? I don't care what people say. Anyways, there's this little thing right here. Smack it with the Megaton Hammer. That's what she said, somewhat. Well, whether it was what he or she said, it did not sound right at all. I said smack it with the hammer. What is wrong with you, Justin? Everything. Let me shut up. Jump down here. There we go. So yeah, we're actually back at the entrance room. Just hit those 3 things with the hammer. Unlock the door with the key we just obtained. And all we gotta do is kill every enemy. That's it. Oh, an arrow. There we go. There we go. Also, apparently, this game has a minor glitch where if you do a jump attack and then do any other attack with your sword, just that one time, it will have the same strength as if you did a jump attack. So if I did a jump attack, then a crouch stab, the crouch stab will have the same power as the jump attack. So it's cool, but sadly they patched it in the 3DS version. If you did not know, this game did actually come out on the 3DS. But on the 3DS version, the graphics are much better and the gameplay has actually been improved a bit. Yeah, these Flare Dancer battles are not difficult at all. They're easy. Sorry for that little delay there, but I was just sitting up. Okay. Even though that was just one more bomb that we got back. Whatever. By the way, if you step over that rusted switch for the first time, you'll get an annoying pop-up from Navi saying, "Listen, this switch is rusted!" Stating the obvious. Anyways, that's besides the point. We are all set to go fight the boss. And we have a decent amount of time before my veil limit runs up. So yeah, it is boss battle time. What is this? It's Trogdor! No, I'm just kidding. Guys, that was a joke. It's not Trogdor, it's Volvagia, but I was making a joke. Which, if you know what I'm meaning when I say Trogdor, I'm gonna say it's a song. But other than that, if you know what I'm referencing, congratulations. Okay, for this next part, he is going to fly all the way up to the ceiling and make some of the ceiling fall down on you. Which is why I'm hanging off the side of the cliff like this. Well, it's a platform, a giant platform, but still. Also, apparently, according to the Ocarina of Time manga, apparently Volvagia was Link's pet. If you wonder why I keep backflipping right there, that's to avoid getting hit by his hair. Because you can take damage from that hair, from his fiery hair, that can hurt you. Which is why I backflipped there. That was to avoid it. And he did. And with that, that is our 10th heart container. I think for an average first-time player, this will be like your 7th or 8th heart container. Yeah, your 8th. But because I've been collecting the heart pieces that were right there and obvious, I had a couple more heart containers. Anyways, they're about to show the effects that are gonna take place after defeating Volvagia. Basically, the sky's gonna be blue again in Kakariko and Death Mountain. The trail, not the crater. But yep, the skies are a beautiful blue again in Kakariko. And we're about to meet up with Darunia in the Chamber of Sages. You're welcome. Well, I always was, but hey. Even though technically Link is still mentally a little child, because he never truly experienced a full childhood, I don't think he never fully mentally matured, because he was sealed away for 7 years. So it's just like how he celebrated the initial friendship between him and Link when he gave Link the Goron's Ruby, the Spiritual Stone of Fire. I guess it's one of the rare times we ever see adult Link smile. Then again, we rarely ever see Link smile, period. Because if you did not know, during all the times that Link receives an item, even though the camera doesn't show it, Link actually smiles every time he receives a new item. But because the camera is always above Link's nose, and it usually just shows at the top of the head for adult Link, and just his eyes on the top of the head as young Link, you never see him smile when he obtains a new item. Which, according to early footage of this game, originally the camera was a bit lower. They actually resolved it in Majora's Mask, where it actually shows Link smile every time he receives a new item. And also, since this is not where we need to be anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode right here. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you guys later. Justin the Ninja, out.